Hello everybody, this is All Sounds Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Aether and Iron. In the previous episode, we came to White Street in the hopes of finding some information on our stolen car. But in exchange for that information from the Aetherians, we need to get some water filter parts. Now, we could try and find something for a, rather slimy information officer to take out the, shoot, what was his name? Yeah. Won't say. Well, whatever his name is, I've completely forgotten. Entries. And it seems... Ah, we actually get to see his face. Nope, wait, different person. Nope, he's not important enough to be in here. Wait a minute. What was that on the... Yes, crew share inventory. I know. Oh, I thought I saw something. Never mind. Anyways, I don't remember his name. But anyways, find something we can use to get this guy out of our way to get us the water filters, but will that really be better for the Aetherians? I don't know. To be honest, I don't like the sleazy guy. But we got some new things. Got a scrapyard. We can also head to Liberty Auto.
We can repair our vehicle here or buy some parts.
Yes, we can buy some parts for this thing. Got ourselves a better engine. Some more efficient repulsors. Some caltrops for an undercarriage weapon. Some basic armor. Let's see. Let's see. Plus for weight, discrete heat. Reduces damage from fire. Or get some extra help from the basic armor. Hard to say. Wad of grease, reroll failed grease monkey check. Okay. We could also get another shotgun. Not bad idea. Let's see, what do we have in the rusty lemon car? Let's see, refurbished stock engine, 4 AP, 2 weight. Stock repulsors. No armor, no empty storage slot. Let's see, 4 AP, 2 weight. 7 AP, 3 weight. Not bad, not bad. Wonder, is there... Oh, good, there is a comparison. I think I'm gonna hold off on getting anything for now. Oh, we can also change up our vehicle's paint job. Alright, let's check this place out.
For a moment, I think I'm seeing things. Looks like a scrap pile is moving all by itself. Until I spot the dark shapes of street urchins on its surface, like flies gnawing a steak left out in the sun. Hey, seen anything around here we could use for water filtration?
I'm not sure they'll be familiar with that sort of terminology, Gia. What about...
You mean like mechanical or fancy carbon type? Ain't seen none today, but Spunky found a whole box of rubber flanges yesterday. No cracks or nothing. You want it? You gotta pay.
I'm too busy enjoying the shock on Nellie's face to notice the White Street patrol car pull around into my blind spot.
You ain't authorized to be here.
$8 is fine. We'll just pay for the parts.
Fair's fair, kid. But if it doesn't work, I'm coming back. The urchin flashes a wide coffee brown grin as he grabs my offering and gives me the part.
It'll work. Promise.
Yeah, a couple of basic repair kits. Whatever. Can't have too many of those.
Not what the Aetherians are looking for. but it'll come in handy.
All right, enough. All of yous clear out.
Alright, let's try this scrapyard.
The busted chunk of an island's underside rusts in the sun, laying precariously on a crushed tenement building. Broken detritus and snapped cabling hangs down close to the street.
Oh, this is perfect! See that? If that old Aether repulsor's not damaged, the parts could easily be repurposed for water filtration.
Well, we can try.
Once we're parked, she runs off and gets to work, untangling pieces of equipment, reaching up on her tippy toes to pull down bundles of wire. She turns back to me.
Well, start over there with the equalizer piping.
I can't fathom what she wants me to do, so I start tugging on pieces of scrap and hope for the best. My clumsy efforts shake loose a metal assembly, and it nearly cracks open my coconut.
If you don't know what you're doing, stay out of the way. I'll do it myself.
I wait by the car till Nellie comes over with an armful of useful parts. She gives me a glare, and I can't help but feeling like I'm back in primary school. At least it's only my pride that took a beating this time.
Whatever. As long as we
There's
got
no
it.
mistaking the throaty grumble of a scrapper rig on the prowl, all sizzling oil and sparking ozone. Many scrappers are perfectly decent people just trying to survive. I can tell without looking that ain't the case with this one.
Couple of floaters all alone, eh? Easy pickings.
Well, shoot.
Hey, we staked our claim on this scrap.
Tough luck.
Too bad. Finders keepers, pal.
Alright, combat is dynamic. Look for obstacles and lane changes that could damage or even destroy your vehicle, or use them to your advantage against enemies. Alright. So, what are these gonna do? Vehicles take 1 collision damage. Alright, that's fine. He's gonna get hit with that. I can hit him. It's gonna use up most of my AP, though. Tell you what. Let's do this. Then that. Let's see, in a dangerous position, we'll be hit by falling debris at the end of the room. Permanent. Yeah, then we'll move over here. Let them get hit by the debris. Take some damage. Alright, that's the way you want to play it. Fine. Let's see, if I do this, I should have enough to get out of there. And that doesn't leave me enough for anything. Road change at the end of the round. Alright. The road's getting pretty narrow. Let's see, he's down to 2 HP. This one will deal 1 HP damage. Yeah, but this should take him out.
You all right?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. You grew up with those people?
A different time, kid. A different life.
Alright, let's see. We got some more scrap metal, which we're going to be using to repair our car. Let's see. Crate of components and a small storage compartment. Okay. Put that there. Put that there. Vehicles that take damage during combat can be repaired afterward using repair kits or by visiting garages. Purchase repair kits and carry them on you to heal conveniently after combat. Use repair kit from your vehicle storage. It's a good idea to carry multiple repair kits. I know. Garages can be found on each island and at the hole, with more available as new locations are discovered. Visit a garage and use the workbench to repair vehicles for a price. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Save the repair kits for when I really need them. $4 and 24 scrap. I got plenty of that. And while we are here, let us install, where is it? There it is. This. Adds a little more inventory, which is never a bad idea. Alright, which means... There we go, we got this. And we may as well get this last one.
This is the closest to the burrows I've been in years. If I look off the edge, I might even be able to see where I was born. I keep my distance.
Gia, what's that?
She points out the passenger window at the dark shape of a scrapper clunker, its burnished surface glinting as it swoops down to intercept us. Its markings, from grease-splashed like war paint across the hood to the scars and gouges of previous fights, suggest a high rank. That is who we're here to find. As the car pulls up alongside us, an even and untroubled voice squawks out at us.
Hello there. Looking for something, little bird?
He didn't open the dialogue by opening fire, so I take that as an encouraging sign. Nellie's looking at me expectantly. I better choose my words carefully as we pull over.
Let's ask about the quartermaster.
You familiar with White Street's quartermaster?
Let's go. Sure. He's the only man who puts food on my table.
That was his name.
The scrapper leans out his window and proffers a folded piece of paper. I can see the quartermaster's stamp even before I grab it. It's a personal letter, promising pay for extra security for Let's Go's goods as they travel the beanstalk. That's quite the arrangement you've got yourself. Wish my family'd been that lucky.
You from the boroughs?
Siltside, long time ago. Had to find a different way out.
Siltside? Couldn't be. Nobody comes out of there in one piece.
Who says I'm in one piece? The rolling rumble of his laugh matches the cadence of his engine. Mind if I keep this? Could come in handy.
Sure, I've got more at home. The man loves his correspondence.
Let's ask about the burrows.
How are things groundside these days? It's been a while.
Same as always.
The bitterness in his voice betrays no lie. The burrows are still the same as I left them. Hot in the daytime, freezing at night. Harsh winds carrying skin-slicing dust. Short on clean water, fresh food, and hope. Some things never change. I still hang my boots out the window at night.
You really are a Burroughs kid.
The scrapper and I share a sharp-toothed grin, and I savor the puzzled look on Nellie's face.
Do I want to pay for... Yeah, why not? The more parts we get for them, the better the chances they have.
I'm not here to steal from anybody. I'll pay for what I claim. I'm looking for water filter parts. Got any on you?
Matter of fact, I do have something that might work in a pinch.
Alright. Let's leave.
Guess we go our separate ways then.
Fine by me. You be careful out there.
His engine roars as he peels away, and I hear Nellie exhale next to me.
Alright. I say we get out of here. Uh-oh. What's happening?
Intelligence officers swarm every path out of the scrapyard, their black uniforms dotting the landscape like spots on a coal-black Dalmatian.
There's so many, Gia!
There's no getting through that without staining that dress of yours. We'll have to go back to Pitt if we want out of here alive. When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a troop of secret police attending Let's Go and Pitt inside. Neither one looks pleased to be sharing the same air with the other.
I suppose this is what they call the moment of truth?
You suppose right. How do you want to play it? She looks surprised, as though she didn't expect me to source an opinion. You want to learn how things work in the lowers, Doctor? There's the tough choice and the tougher choice. So choose.
Well, as I said, I'm not exactly well-versed in White Street military politics, and I've only gathered minimal data on the relevant parties so far. There are other considerations too, like...
No, you're overthinking it. What does your gut tell you?
It tells me we should help the quartermaster. Even if times are tough for Alexander and Maria. I can't see them improving if that pitman takes control here.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like Lutzko can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table. No easy way out. There never is. I open the door to the office, and the Whitecaps look up expectantly.
Ladies, you're back. I was just...
Ah, the Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
Alright, we could side with the secret police, show proof of the quartermaster's corruption, which would still require a check, and that's only if we get the letter. We could play dumb. We could blame the scrappers. Oof, and siding with the quartermaster. I don't trust the secret police, but then again, something tells me this seems like the obvious choice, but then later, it turns out to be the bad choice. I don't know. Let's blame the scrappers.
You realize you have a serious scrapper problem in White Street, right? They're practically on your doorstep, but you're too busy shaking down your own officers to notice. Intelligence Officer Pitt regards us as one might the brown patch on their recently chomped apple.
Thank you for your candor, Miss Randazzo. We'll look into it. Well, Sergeant Major, I suppose that about wraps it up for today.
Then, suddenly, he's all smiles, acting for all the world as though we're just finishing a convivial tea luncheon. His tone is the only thing that's pleasant about him as he leans in.
If we meet again, Miss Randazzo, our conversation won't be nearly as pleasant as today's.
He gestures to his goon squad and they tromp out. Lutzko wipes his brow. We bought the old soldier some breathing room, for all the good it'll do. But we're also on Pitt's blacklist. We'll have to watch our backs in this barony from now on.
And we've got some more heat. But we did get a whole bunch of experience that gained us a level up. So, more XP points. Or more talent points, I should say. Completed King of the Fill. Yeah, something tells me it's going to come back to bite us later on. Well, this is where we can manage our crew. You change here. Which heroes join G on a mission? See all your crew skills and abilities in one place. You can only change your crew while you're at the hole. You get new crew members as you progress. You can change which vehicles your crew members are driving. Select swap and choose any of your unlocked vehicles. Change your vehicles to gain new abilities in combat, get more storage, or access new parts of the city. Okay, that's an interesting one. Alright, we got one talent point. Can't really get a whole lot out of it with that. Put one more into Enforcer. Not really. I think I'm going to hold out until I get another point so I can get an ability. Let's go.
Once Pitt and his pal are gone, Lutzko shuffles towards me and Nellie. He's wringing his hands like a chicken's neck.
I don't know what to say. You ladies saved my skin today.
Oh, it was our pleasure, sir.
The kid's sincerity flatters him, and some color comes back into his cheeks. I lean into his space, interrupting his growing self-confidence. That it was, sir. And we couldn't possibly accept any generous tokens of your gratitude. Recognition flashes in his eyes. To his credit, the old mustard-stained mutt catches on quick.
No, I insist. Listen, you ever need anything, you just let your old quartermaster know. I got plenty of stuff you'd find use for.
Alright. Giving us some creative cigars. Luxury tobacco products from various regions. Popular trade good and stress reliever, but you'd rather not fall back into that trap.
Well, like I said, busy day. Thanks again, ladies.
White Street's scrapyard monarch scurries away with all the decorum of a chastised court jester. In a moment, it's just me and Nellie, and the wide expanse of White Street.
See what he has for sale. Aether sludge thrower. Oof. Toxic byproduct of Aether engineers. Are coalesced in dangerous sludge. No, I don't have the cash for that. Don't have the cash for that. Already have one of those. Let's see. Gold loaded dust. Lucky dice to reroll a failed check. Let's see. Failed phantom check. Nobody at the checkpoint will know the difference. Cigars. Contraband. But these ones aren't. Huh. Very useful bribe in White Street. A Tinker Repair Kit. Restores 8 health to this vehicle when used. Kit for Journeyman Hobbyist. Right. Alright. Well, I don't think I really need any of this. I could just sell these back to him,
Take
but
care out there.
who knows? Maybe we'll find another use for that.
Like his scrapyard, the quartermaster's in a perpetual state of activity. Maybe a nice turkey club once in a while might have resulted in fewer gray hairs for the old soldier. The quartermaster is a decorated veteran and displays his war memorabilia with pride. Strikes me as odd. From what I've heard about the Philippines, wouldn't you want to forget?
Who knows?
I'm running with too much heat, and with a fever like this, I can't risk spreading it to Alex and Maria.
Agreed.
We need to pull over, lie low, and let the Whitecaps move on. There's a place nearby.
Ooh, a safe house? That's so exciting. Or like spies or undercover agents. I'm not tired, so I can take first watch if you need a nap. Though I don't have a gun. Do you have an extra?
Kid, if we need guns at a safe house, it's not doing its job, and we're in a world of hurt.
Yeah, considering there is a checkpoint on the way, probably best we don't go
You
there
read
with this
my
much
mind,
heat.
Kid. It's a grubby ground floor room in an abandoned tenement. The building's ghosts peer out at us from the woodwork. I see Nellie dodge a shattered light fixture, tiptoeing around the glass shards.
This is the place?
You were expecting the Ritz? It's quiet, kid. That's what counts.
Alright, let's lay low.
The minutes bleed together as the lights outside trace an arc across the floor.
Let's poke around for anything. Probably not gonna get it, but you never know.
I'd say the place had been picked clean, but there's nothing clean about it. It's empty and spent.
Is it safe now? Can we leave?
Yeah. Drink it in, kid. We won't be seeing this place again.
Alright, let's get back to the Aetheniers.
The checkpoint's still abuzz with angry White Street wasps, their stingers twitching in search of some flesh. Traffic grinds to a stop. Soldiers and intelligence.
While traveling, you will encounter checkpoints. At a checkpoint, you may be searched for contraband. Your heat plays a large role in how you will be treated. The higher your heat, the more likely you are to be searched. There's a chance you will be waved straight through when traveling with low heat.
Officers are casing each car for contraband. After a terse chit-chat with a few guards, liberally aided by Nellie's sweet smile, they wave us through.
Open the gate. This one is free to pass.
Thank you. Alright. Let's keep going. Hello, we're back.
Somehow, the place looks even rougher than it did only a few hours ago. There's a pall in the air as thick as the smog. Alexander and Maria catch sight of us and head over, dropping the goggles from their stained faces and treating us to some weak but earnest smiles.
You're back. Do you have what we asked for?
And over apart.
I'm happy to say we were able to retrieve some excellent parts for you. Here you are.
The kid magnanimously hands over the scrap, with all the pomp of a mayor handing out the key to the city. I can do you one better. I hand over the extra parts we managed to scrounge up. Maria accepts them graciously, and Alexander puts a hand on my shoulder. His dirty cheeks are already lined where he's been crying.
I can't tell you what this means. Things have been hard. Our nephew,
His words freeze in his throat, and Maria puts a consoling arm around him.
Thank you, Gia.
And our deal?
We're true to our word. Poppers spotted a car matching your description by Hero's Arch, past the commercial district at the island's edge. Should still be there. I should tell you, though.
It's all right. Thank you. Next to me, the kid is wilted like a balloon with all the air let out. Her pretty little life in the Heights hasn't prepared her for this. She's had a double shot of reality, with no chaser.
Here, we want you to have this. It's not much, but you really stuck out your necks for us, and we look after our own.
No, we're declining. You need it a lot more than we do.
Actually, I think you folks need it more than we do.
No. Insist.
So do I. They're proud, but not too proud to push it. Alexander bites something back, tight-lipped, but his eyes say it all. Usable scrap wasn't all we gave them today. We reminded him not all outsiders are pinstriped jackals with a pen in their hand and gold in their smile.
Take this, at least.
Thank you. Both of you.
Don't mention it. As we wave goodbye, the kid leans in and I see a tiny ray of her usual sunshine poke through her cloudy mood.
Gia, that was a really swell thing to do.
Let's get moving. I want my damn car back.
Well, I mean, we made somewhat of a profit off of this. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick save here for an event that's coming up. Yep, there it is.
I'm doing well, keeping a low profile. But today it's not enough. A white streak guard flags me down and flashes his lights. I pull over and a young, self-important whitecap approaches my window. What seems to be the problem, officer?
Don't play coy, miss. I just saw you toss something out of your vehicle. Was that a cigarette butt? Contraband?
He hooks a thumb through the belt loop of his trousers, smug as a schoolyard bully.
You'll have to pay the fine on this here ticket or we'll have a problem.
Let's try to read the guard. Oh, come on.
I give the guard...
Yeah, no way. I am not giving this guy anything. I don't care if you call it save scumming. I refuse. Not for this crap.
I'm doing well, keeping a low... What seems to...
Don't play coy, miss.
He hooks a thumb...
You'll have to pay the...
Not for this jackass.
I give the guard a cursory look. He rocks back on his heels absent-mindedly. Slinging tickets to fill a quota's gotta be a dull post. And if I had to guess, this guy's way behind. Slow day, huh?
What?
That's why you're stopping me. Gotta fill that quota no matter what, right?
I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting, miss.
Let's charm him. We get a bonus from our heat being anonymous. Charm him. Ask him to ease up. Thank goodness we had that bonus.
I flash the officer an easy smile and give him a small shrug in response. I get you've got a quota, and I don't envy you for it. Bet General Eli doesn't appreciate how hard it is to hand those out when it gets quiet out here, huh? His tough guy act melts in an instant, faster than ice on hot pavement.
Actually, you know, never mind. You're pretty sharp, and you're not wrong.
Take it from me, pal. There's still trouble out there if you're looking for it. But all the same, I'd appreciate not paying a fine for trouble I wasn't in.
That's plenty fair. Sorry about the stop, miss.
No harm done. The officer jogs back to his cruiser with his tail between his legs. Looks like I'm free to go.
Heh. I wasn't gonna give him the satisfaction of getting his quota. Oof.
My whole livelihood sits there abandoned, abused, and torched beyond recognition. Kept company only by effigies to the long dead. The smell of my burnt future still lingers in the cold air.
Oh, Gia, your car! I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
The vandal who took my car apart was more butcher than surgeon, ripping out the hidden compartments and leaving a gaping hole where Nellie's briefcase had been stored. Kid. She runs forward, hoping that every desperate scavenger in a 5-mile radius had somehow missed the briefcase. They hadn't.
No!
I suddenly feel like I'm outside my own body, looking down from above at this odd, tawdry sight. A scientist and a smuggler, hunched over the gutted corpse of a flashy import roadster. Ain't a comic panel been printed with a scene as strange as this. I nudge Nellie, motioning for her to follow me towards the edge of the island, overlooking the lowers.
Yeah, well, before we go...
I can't bring our baby back, but maybe I can do the next best thing.
Let's see what we can do. Ugh.
I dig through dirt and ashes and grease. The metal's gone cold and the cavity's gutted. I don't need a fading wheeze or a silent pulse to know when to give up. It doesn't make the growing hole in my chest feel any smaller.
That's unfortunate.
Among the forgotten and decayed, I almost dismiss the rotting crate as another corpse, until a glint of light calls me. Colored glass peeks through the gaps, and not the kind you usually find in White Street.
Alright, let's check the crate, see what we can get.
I lift the crate. Waterlogged wood and molding straw fills my lungs. While fighting for air, I feel the bottom of the box open beneath my fingers and make a catcher's save. Safe.
Ooh, what do we got? Let's see, heavy and considered contraband on some islands. Let's party. Shoot. Okay. Move this here. Toss that over there. Can I rotate this? Yeah, shoot. $40 or 40 scrap? Oh, wait a minute. Duh. I can have both. Anything else? What the heck? That's weird.
Crumbled remains of White Street's last purge. In the red flashburn when I shut my eyes, and the ozone stings in my nostrils, I feel history repeating itself. She somberly shuffles over before taking a seat next to me. Our legs dangle over the edge like a set of old, tarnished garden chimes.
I thought it'd be beautiful up close. Is that silly?
Huh?
The well. I've seen it so many times from the Institute, obviously, but I thought when I came down in person... I don't know. I guess I expected something different.
In the lowers, kid, things rarely go the way you expect. We gaze out at that hateful storm cloud, and I realize I do see a sort of severe, intense beauty in it. Like the ocean, maybe. Or what I imagine the ocean is like up close. What is it, anyway?
The well? It's a unique gravitational phenomenon. I theorize it's a byproduct of excessive industrial Aether production, but the data is still unclear.
Punishment for our sins?
Last week, I would have scoffed at that. Today, I don't even know what I know anymore. Maybe it is.
Look, you can't carry the world on your shoulders, kid. We do what we can, and when we can't anymore, well, there's always wind skipping. She turns to me, confused. I reach into a deep coat pocket and pull out a handful of flat stone shards, eyeing them for the proper shape and size. My Zio taught me, when days were bad or boring or too hot or too cold or too anything, we'd throw stones together. The trick is to time it with the updraft. Watch this.
Okay.
A soft fragrance fights past the breeze, and I realize the girl's wearing perfume. Vanilla and rose. Height smells, as foreign down here as good dentistry or hope. I feel a weird surge of pity for the poor, pampered kid, and a tiny acid kick of jealousy. Last time I did this, Needles and I were fighting again. Couldn't hurl a rock at his smug face, so the empty sky had to do. Neither of them deserved it. The shard catches the wind and flies into the sky before disappearing into the noise of the city. Nellie's eyes brighten. Nellie takes a few stones from my hand, giving them a clinical eye. She winds back for a throw, but hesitates, glancing over at me.
Let her figure it out.
She turns over her stone, memorizing every bump and ridge before tossing it into the draft. It isn't much of a throw, but I have to hand it to the kid. She times it perfectly, and that stone flies better than any bird.
Well, what do you know? I do feel a bit better.
See? Nice throw, kid.
Thanks! Not that difficult, once you factor in mass times force, accounting for the wind, of course.
All right, easy there. You ain't pitching for the Metromaniacs just yet. We sit in silence a little longer before the wind begs me to say something. What's so special about that briefcase of yours?
Oh, I've been tracking the growth patterns of the well for some time. Recently, the etheric charge in the storm band spiked, building in both intensity and atmospheric disturbance.
I shift my weight into her shoulder, rolling my head and then my eyes. Come on, kid. You going to bore me to death after a day like today?
Something recently made the well stronger. Much stronger. If I can stop that, I might be able to stop the well from consuming the lowers altogether.
You're serious, aren't you? You really think you can fix it?
Yes, but without my notes, I'll have to start again, collect some more data. I remember most of the model, but recreating some of the theorems will take time.
Well, that settles it. We're not done yet, kid. Those notes of yours, pretty sure they were taken. And I'm not going to soil my reputation by losing a client's property. We just need to fix up our clunker to find them.
Oh, you mean it, Gia? That's wonderful news. Thank you, but we need something better than clunker. She's going to help us save the lowers. She needs a real name.
She does look like a block of cheese. Or a sponge. Honeycomb, maybe? I can see her gears spinning up again, and I decide to let her run. We could both use the distraction.
Honeybee? It's not very yellow, though I can change that.
You're right. Squint hard enough and she kind of looks like a honeycomb. But that's no name for a car. How about Honeybee?
I love it! You think we could find any yellow paint? Something bright? Or would that draw too much attention? The bad kind, I mean.
As we stand under the gloom of the well, the world somehow manages to look just a tiny bit brighter.
I think your uncle was right earlier. The wind skipping did help. Thanks, Principessa.
Trying out a little Italian? We'll work on it. Something easier.
But you call me that. I should be able to call you something.
I've already got a name, kid. But let me know if you think of anything.
Alright.
Let's head home, kid.
Let's.
You almost got us out of this hellhole, baby. Looks like I'm hitching the rest of the way.
Alright, no idea why this seems to pop up, but whatever. Now, because I played the demo, I know what's coming. So I am gonna go back. That doesn't look good.
You ain't authorized to be here.
I hit the accelerator, gunning straight for the scrap heap. The street kids scatter, but one of them trips and falls, and rams straight into the White Street Militia's rear fender.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. This area and everything in it is property of the White Street Sanitation Brigade.
We'll see about that!
Okay, status effects temporary conditions that modify a vehicle. These be positive buffs or negative debuffs that last for a limited time. They appear as icons on vehicles showing effects and duration. Boy, I'm starting to think this was a bad idea. Let's see. Falling hazard vehicles here take 2 damage. Okay, alright. But I also can't hit him. Yeah, crap. Okay. I mean, he's not all that tough.
You ain't authorized to be
yeah.
here.
I hit the accelerator and rammed straight.
Okay, this is definitely something new added in.
This area and everything in.
We'll see about that!
Alright. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. I can't hit him. What's he got going on? Oh, he's in the danger zone. Well, why would I help him out of it? He's done for. Wait, it said it was supposed to do... whatever. How much damage can I do with this? 5. Alright, he's out, which consequently takes out his buddy. Okay. Was not aware that was an option. There for 1, then ram him this way. Yeah, that actually wasn't a good idea. Oh well, I'll pay for it later.
You can't escape the General's justice forever!
Yeesh, that was close.
Alright, so that's new. From the demo, but... Oh, hey, efficient repulsors. Okay, that's gonna save me some credit components, matchbook, reroll failed smooth talker, and some more scrap. Problem is, I can't keep all this. This requires 3, which means it has to go here. So I can't put this here. Crap. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to reload. I'm going to see the quartermaster, see if I can't sell off some crap. Gonna redo the fight. And I know I'm out of time, but... Yes, I know I'm gonna lose all those items. I don't care right now. And then I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay. Sold off the wine, sold off the cigars that he gave us. Gonna take these efficient repulsors, which I believe, unless they changed it from the original, or from the demo, was something you could get if you managed to successfully salvage from the Chimera. Okay, I know we're out of time, but I also want to handle this. First of all, paint job. Yellow or yellow here? You know, let's go yellow there, black there. No. Fruit orange, nah. Yellow, black. Fits for the honeybee. Okay. And then, oh. I was gonna sell these for components, but that doesn't seem to be an option right now. That's fine. Let's see. Efficient repulsors, which are superior, give us an extra AP. Doesn't seem like much, but an extra AP can make all the difference. Let's see, we're gonna sell these off. We're gonna sell these off. And we are going to buy ourselves some basic armor. For so a little extra health, because we're gonna need it. Gonna buy us a stock engine. Wait. Don't we already have a stock engine? Refurbished stock engine. Yeah, this one is definitely better. More weight, but that's fine. I'm gonna sell that off, and I forgot to put the armor in, but that's fine. I can just go here. And a rear weapon. And nothing I could equip. I think... Because here's the thing. Yeah, the shotgun is nice and does a lot of damage, but it also costs a lot more AP than the pistol. So I'm going to stick with what I got. I am going to sell off this pistol. And then we're going to repair the honeybee. Alright, and with that, I am going to end this episode off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.